Hi. Hello. That was a little unexpected. Welcome to my little corner of the universe. My name is Phil, and this is what I do every Friday night. This is how I spend my Friday nights, ladies and gentlemen, and I wish I could tell you it was something way cooler. No, I don't really wish that. I enjoy doing this. What am I talking about? I'm not going to pretend. I'm Phil, and this is my channel, and I'm really glad you are here with me tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to 2026. I know I said that last week, but I'm going to say it again. Welcome. It's a brand new year. It's a very exciting time to be alive. Thank you so much for joining me on this wonderful evening. Hello to Stray Kids fan over on YouTube, and Marks109 is here as well. Hello. Hello. I forgot to put your comments on the stage. There we go. There we go. We got the comments on the stage there. Hello, welcome. What a great moment in time to be talking about animation. That's what I'm going to say. I'm sticking with that statement. So, what's been going on? Well, I have been working on scene 56, and it's going well. I'm going to be honest. It was a little bit rocky this week. And I can get into why it was a little bit rocky here in just a second. Lower my music a little bit. I'll get into that here in just a second. But I do want to say it is going well. I am about halfway through the scene. I'm saying it like that because I don't ever fully know how many drawings it's going to be, but I have like an estimate. I kind of know the rough way that I guess how long a scene is going to be, since I am animating at 12 frames per second, is I take the length of time that I'm pretty sure the scene is going to be up on screen, and then I multiply that by 12. And it doesn't always land in that exact number, but it's typically around that number. A lot of times it's slightly under that number, because not every frame is on screen for the same length of time. And sometimes, often for me anyway, I'll hold a pose for timing reasons, for comedic reasons, or whatever. And so I'll get more mileage out of one drawing. But that also eats up time, right? So that I don't really need one drawing every 12 frames. Yeah. Or you know what I mean. Stray Kids fan says, sorry I haven't been on for a while. I'm very busy and everything. Like, I got my bank account and my very first Visa card, and it has been a lot for me. And I have a girlfriend now, and I'm happy. Well, congratulations on all those things. That's great. I even finished Stranger Things Season 5, which was the final season. Well, that's great. I have not finished Stranger Things Season 5. I don't have a girlfriend, and I don't think I have a Visa. I think I have a MasterCard. So you're doing great. You're doing great. You're checking all the boxes. So great job on that. Hey, Sam OK is here. Hello. Happy Friday. Hello. Glad to have you here. It's okay. No one has to apologize for not being here every week. It's okay. I do love seeing you guys, though. I do love having my regulars. It's always nice to bring in new people as well. So if you are popping in new and you're like, who is this guy with the kind of frizzy-looking hair talking about drawing cartoons, just say hi, and I'll say hi back to you, and it'll be great. And then you can be one of my regular too. See, just like Lincoln Mitchell B6S says hi. Hello, Lincoln. And Cool Kid 01812. Hello to you as well, all on YouTube. And Muzan3Y1V. Hello to you as well. Hi. Stray Kids fan says, I'm even working on getting ready for track and field because it starts on the 20th on Tuesday. Whoa, that's cool. I think you did mention you were involved in track. What in particular do you do? Are you like a long distance runner, or what do you do? Samuel Gonzalez, I9U. Hello, says 67. Yeah, I got it. Oh, Ellie 2016. Ross says, I love drawing. Well, then you are in the right place, Ellie. You are, or Eli. I don't know how you say your name, but you can correct me if you like there. Lincoln says, I hope you had a good day. I did have a good day. Thank you very much. I hope you also had a good day. Donna Marie Milligan over on Facebook says, hi, I'm busy. Gotta go. Great vibe. Hey, Donna, I'm glad you're here. You know, Donna, if you guys don't know who Donna is, go look her up on Facebook. She's got to be, and I don't know how I found her. I found her by accident one day, but she has got to be one of the most enthusiastic and energetic, and her personality is, I would say, addictive. So I mean all those things as compliments, by the way. She's over on Facebook, and she's a really fun artist who does a lot of fun dances and things on, I think, on TikTok. I'm not really on TikTok. I'll be totally honest with you guys. Lincoln says, I liked and subscribed. Thank you, Lincoln Mitchell. I do appreciate the like and the subscribe. It means a lot. It does help me. I have a very small channel. Perhaps you may have noticed, but it is growing a little bit at a time, so I do appreciate it. Muzan says, are you gay because I'm lesbian? I'm not sure if you're asking that question for real, or if you're, some people say those types of things and they mean them in insulting ways. I'm going to assume you mean this in a just asking kind of way. No, I am not gay. But it's okay if somebody else is. It doesn't bother me. Let's see. The SMG4 fan 393 says, I have a question. All right, let me lay it on me. I love the announcement of the question before the question. That's great. Let's get this question. Usually, if you guys are new to my channel, usually the first half of the hour, I tend to just kind of chat with you guys. And then halfway through, I turn my screen around and I start working on my drawing project about halfway through. It's a formula that works for me. I don't know if it's the best way to keep people interested in hanging out with me, but it's what I like to do. Do I know SMG4? I believe SMG4 is a game. Tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I've not played it personally, but I have heard of it. I hope that counts. Muzan says, can you animate me and Muzan, please? I don't know who Muzan is. I don't know who that is. You're going to have to enlighten me. Ella Haley says, hi. Hello. Nice to meet you guys. Very, very friendly group tonight. I really appreciate that. How are you doing, says Ella Haley. I'm doing great. I'm having a great day. How are you doing? I went to work. I had a couple of jobs with people. One of the jobs I am doing right now is I'm illustrating a book cover. I'm not going to give you more details right now. Let's just say it's in development. So eventually when that's done, I'm sure I'll share it with you guys, but I'm illustrating a book cover. Stray Kid says, I do sprinting, and I am finally going to do disquettes, which is a field event before running, but I have to wait until outdoor season for track and field starts because it is an outdoor throwing event. Oh, what are you throwing exactly? Hey, thanks for the heart on Facebook from Jordan Bonans Hillard. I appreciate that. Albert Hernandez 9701 says, official soundtrack for Fredbear's 83, please. Listen, you're my 600 person, it's music. Huh, are you asking me to play some music? I'm not sure I understand what your request is. Muzan, I'm not ignoring you. I'm not ignoring you. Do I watch anime? A little bit of anime. I don't watch a lot of anime. Why am I live? I do this every Friday. Why? It's just something fun I like to do, guys. I started doing this live stream back in 2020 during the pandemic. It was just a way to kind of keep people's spirits up, and I did it for 72 days in a row, believe it or not. And at the end of that, I was like, I'm kind of burned out. Literally every day for 72 days. But then when I stopped it, people kind of told me they missed it, and I also kind of missed it too. So this is sort of a way of rekindling that. But also, it's I like to draw, and I like to sometimes have an audience and answer questions about my process. So that's why I do it live, is so that people can like watch me while I'm working and then ask me questions, and I can kind of help. Oh, okay, Ella Haley, you have to go. It's your bedtime. Well, have a wonderful night. And SMG4, I think I answered your question. I've heard of it, but I'm not really familiar with it. Okay, Albert Hernandez, I will try to check out your the official soundtrack for Fredbear's 83. Okay, I will look it up. Okay. Oh, Muzan, I don't think you know how animation works. Animation takes a long time. I'm not sitting here animating people on request. That's not what this is. It's not a request chat. I'm sorry. I have a project that I'm already working on, but I appreciate your enthusiasm. Which animes do I watch? I am a fan of Miyazaki. I watch Miyazaki. I used to watch Pokemon all the time. I'm a big fan of Cowboy Bebop. Let's see, what else do I like? Those are kind of like the main ones. I have a few on my shelf that are okay that I've watched a little bit of, like Witchblade. Thought that was pretty cool, but I never finished all of it. I don't know if you'd consider Aeon Flux to be anime, but I kind of do, and so I like Aeon Flux a lot. Why do I wear glasses? Is that a real question? I wear glasses to help me see better. I'm not sure I understand the question. I don't have to wear glasses. I can take them off and still see things, but I'm going to be drawing and looking at my drawing board. So for me, like, having glasses is helping me keep everything sharp. So I've had glasses since I was a teenager. So you know, it's been a whole thing. Let's see what else we got. Where do I live? I live in the United States. Oh, it's a metal disc, says Stray Kids. Okay, a metal disc. How heavy of a metal disc is it? Stray Kid says, I have watched a lot of anime. Do you want to know what I've watched and what I'm currently watching now? Yes, I would love to know all of the anime that you've watched and what you're watching now. I would love that. I wanted to talk a little bit about the progress I made in the past week. So I got pretty far into scene 56, which I'm pretty excited about. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm animating a 7-minute cartoon based on the drawings you see on the wall behind me. These are my original characters for a comic strip I've drawn for years called Retail Sunshine. Now I'm animating a 7-minute long cartoon about those characters, and I'm getting very close to completing all of the rough pencil animation based on the 24 pages of storyboard, which are based on the script that I wrote. I'm on page 22 out of 24 right now. I'm expecting to finish all of the rough animation this year, which is exciting because if you guys have been with me for a while, you guys know that I've been doing this project since 2023. So this is pretty exciting to be kind of getting close to wrapping it up. Well, the rough part. There's still a lot more to go after that. What's my name? My name's Phil. Is my name not on screen? I guess my name isn't on screen. Well, sorry, my name isn't on screen. I guess I should fix that. I thought I had it on screen. Let me see. Oh, my name should be on there. Oh, there's my name. It was being blocked. Sorry. Well, thanks for letting me know. There's my name. Name's on the screen. Stray Kids fan says, I've watched Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie, The Promised Neverland, My Hero Academia, Spirited Away, and other shows I can't remember, but I'm watching Black Butler right now. I've heard of that one. I forgot to mention, what's the name of the one? Well, now I can't remember. It's a really famous one too. Lupin the Third. I think I own one of the movies for Lupin the Third, and that's a very, very well done anime. If you don't know Lupin the Third, you should check it out. Do I know what Five Nights at Freddy's is? Yeah, it's a game. It's a horror game that has spawned, I think, 2 movies now. Neither of which have I played or seen, but I'm very much aware of what it is. Yeah. All right. Well, so anyway, so this week I got up through about halfway into scene 56, which is very cool. And then I did a little bit of looking forward. Sometimes I do that just to, I don't know, just to sort of plan my next move. And I realized I think there's only like 3 or 4 lines of dialogue in the rest of the cartoon. That's all I have left, which is just wild. Right now, I'm wrapping up one of my characters for this cartoon. He's like the main antagonist. He's like the guy that gets in the way, that starts all the trouble. But I'm wrapping up his scene right now. I've got maybe, I don't know, another 40 drawings to go, maybe. And then when I'm done with this scene, that character's done. So then I move on to the rest of the cartoon, which is pretty much between 2 characters. And there's going to be like a crowd scene with a bunch of like random characters. So there's still some other stuff to do like that. But tonight I'm working on some in-betweening, and in-betweening sounds like what it is. It's drawings that are in between other drawings. So tonight, here's a little example of what I'm working on. So this is my customer character, and we're kind of getting a view from him from like a 3/4 shot from the side, and then he's sort of turning his head. Let's see if I can just. This is a little tricky for me to do. All right, so he's kind of like turning like that, right? So I need there to be a drawing in between those 2 drawings to kind of smooth that action out a little bit. So I already started. I got my circle ready to go. So I already got that going, and I'll be working on that tonight, and maybe another drawing after that. Sam OK says, I've seen the first movie, but not the second. Oh, how was the first movie? I'm curious. Have I ever watched Gromblow's Return, asks XRocker7000. No, I have not watched Gromblow's Return. I've actually never heard of that, but I am curious about it. The Gromblow saga is very compelling. Oh, well, I like being introduced to new compelling things, so thank you for the recommendation. Stray Kids fan says, I have watched the first movie, and it is so good. Even though I'm not a Five Nights at Freddy's fan, I like the movie. I haven't watched the second movie yet, though. Is the second movie even out yet? I didn't think it was out. I just saw a trailer for it, like in the theater the other day. I think there was a trailer for it when I was watching. What was I watching in the theater? I don't remember now. But I think I saw a trailer recently, so I don't think it's out. But correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I did recently watch the SpongeBob SquarePants movie that's currently still in theaters, which is The Search for SquarePants, I believe is the name of it. And animation was good. Story could use some work. The long and short of it is, it felt a lot like an 11-minute episode that was stretched to 90 minutes, meaning they really could have done a lot more with the story than take such a simple idea and just like stretch it out. So it's a fun time at the movies. It's worth watching. Just don't expect a lot of story, is what I would say. Stray Kid says it is out. Oh, okay. It came out around the same month the first one came out last year. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Maybe I will check out the first one. I've been kind of curious about checking out Five Nights at Freddy's. I know the game is really popular. It's just not something I ever played. I guess I should start moving my situation around here so I can actually get you guys looking over my shoulder, so to speak. All right, so we're going to do this. Alrighty, you can kind of see what I'm working on there, I think. Let me turn my drawing table a bit, and I'll move my keyboard. Let's get all this stuff moved. Maybe I can move you guys closer. I did get a new monitor recently, so I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want to do this. Yeah, I wasn't aware Five Nights at Freddy's 2 already came out. That's interesting. All right, here we go. That's going to have to be good. It's going to have to be good enough for now, all right? I know I've been talking about wanting to get a different setup, and maybe I will eventually. But for now, we're just going to have to tolerate me turning my monitor around. That's just going to have to be it. So I typically start with a circle just to kind of get my my basic placements of my character. Just sort of trying to do that first. If that's his, that's kind of his shoulder there. So I'm actually going to have to switch how I did that. It's going to have to be this. All right. Almost got a little bit confused by that, but that's okay. Let's see. That should be okay. Try to keep things loose so that if I need to make any changes, it won't be too difficult to do. All right, let's see.
quite rich in cholesterol. Your debt so big it doesn't matter. Instead, we'll use the solar power to make a long defense anyhow.
I like a tricycle. There's powder on my head. I'm gonna eat your brain. We are the Islanders.フットボールで遊んだよ。ヘルメットをかぶったぞ。スクリーンドアも持ったぞ。俺たちゾンビだ。ゾンビがやってきた。ゾンビがやってきた。ゾンビがやってきた。ゾンビは出ていた。裏には手跡一切頭を食べるのやめなさい。脳みそにはコレステロールがいっぱい。死んだのに関係ないけどソラパワーで戦うよ。植物を守るため。その三輪車ちょうだい。頭にバターがくっついちゃった。脳みそを食べるぞ。俺たちゾンビだ。ゾンビがやってきた。ゾンビがやってきた。ゾンビがやってきた。ゾンビが出ていた。
glad. I'm glad you like the music. This is Laura Shigihari. The music is from a game called Plants vs. Zombies, which is a game I have a lot of fondness for. Played the heck out of it back in the day. Oh, good. I still have more of it left to go. Good. I was worried there was not enough music in my playlist to go the rest of the way, but there is. I love it. I don't have to think about that now. Just gonna draw the hairs on his head before I wrap this drawing up. Let's shrink his eye a little bit. right. Feeling pretty good about that. As you can see, I was flipping through here to make sure that it was working, and I believe it is. I can see that turn starting to happen there. So this will be 19B. And I'm going to move these drawings off to the side. Hello to Alien with a Glock. Oh my gosh, it's very intimidating. Hello, welcome. Hello, welcome. All right, so I'm going to grab drawing 21, I believe. Or is it 22? Yeah, I think it's 22, actually. So I've got a big old stack of drawings here that I've been working on all week, and I can't really do that, can I? No, not really. You can kind of see. You can see I've got different drawings, whatever. It's like I can't do the nice little flippy thing for you at the moment, but I'm going to put the rest of those there. Working on in-betweens tonight, so I'll be doing in-between drawing 20 and 22. Oh, thank you very much, Alien. I appreciate it. Appreciate that very much. So you can see as I flip these two drawings here, it looks like he's turning his head, right? But it doesn't happen as smoothly as I want, even though that does look pretty good. But because the drawing is on screen for a little bit longer than what I was flipping, I need there to be a drawing in between these two so it smooths out the action. And if you're curious about more of what this series looks like, on my channel, you can find a video called Sparking Sunshine. It's a little 10-minute mini doc about the origins of my work. But you can also visit me at retailsunshine.com, and you can follow me there for free and support me that way. And I post stuff there, along with the live stream that I do on Friday night, every Friday night from 9 p.m. Central to 10 p.m. Central. And I would love to have you guys be part of my entourage, as it were. Cool Amazing D says, I am the big fat bluebird. Respect me. Hey, you know what? Looking at your profile picture, I absolutely see a big flat blue bird. So no lies detected with what you just said there. It's always nice having a big flat blue bird joining things. Let's see. Is this the... I think it was drawing 22. I believe it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, that is what I want to do. All right, just wanted to double check. Make sure that is what I'm doing. All right, let's go ahead and pop this on here for just a second. Sorry to blind the audience for just a moment, but I just got to get a little bit of light in my face in order to move forward. So I try not to rely too heavily on this light, just because I've sort of learned that it is easy to turn it into a crutch. And when I was working on this like more about a year and a half ago, I realized I was kind of relying on it a little bit more than I liked. And then something I noticed was that the motion that I was creating animation wise was not exactly the motion I wanted. And I realized it was because I was relying on this light too much, which I know that might sound crazy, but the reason why I say that is, yes, using this light is a really good way to find like the midpoint between two lines, but for whatever reason, it doesn't always capture the right motion. And so I noticed when I don't have the light on, and I'm just flipping the drawing and making a line and checking the drawing and making a line and checking the drawing, I recognized that actually gave me better results. So yes, I'm using it right now to kind of put a few like basic markers on my new page, but I'm not gonna like do all of it. I'm just giving myself like a little bit of a guideline. And then when I turn the light off, I'll sort of double check and triple check that it's actually what I want it to be doing, if that makes sense. There's no eye listed there, so let's see. Let's put it in between that way. Oh, I probably don't want to do that actually. See, now I'm already making mistakes because I'm relying on this light a little too much. Does a random dance because of Angry Birds music? Yeah, I like Angry Birds. This is not Angry Birds music. This is actually from Plants vs. Zombies. Can I draw Deku? I don't know Deku, but no, I don't do a drawing request show. Sorry. Thank you, Gypsy Mama Sim, I guess is your name. Thank you for saying it's cool. I appreciate it. All right. I'm not there yet, guys, but I will tell you, probably within a month, I am approaching 3,000 images for this cartoon. 3,000, if you can believe that. Pretty cool. I'll make sure I let you know when that happens. Hey, Midnight Pal, O3G. Hello, hello. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. I do appreciate it. It's very weird drawing a character that is designed to be flat in 2 dimensions and trying to handle them from 3 dimensions is really weird. I find myself answering a lot of questions that I never thought I would have to answer, or that I thought I would ask. Like, what does an eyebrow look like from, like, when it's from this weird angle where it's kind of wrapped around his head. It's a very strange thing. I don't know that I ever saw me doing that on my bingo card, but it's fun, and I'm kind of interested in how it's turning out. Not kind of, I'm very interested in how it's turning out. Midnight Dawn, wake the big flat blue bird up. What? Oh, you guys are talking about a big blue bird, and I don't fully know what's going on, but I'm glad y'all are having fun. Oh yeah, this is working. This is such a weird angle. I'm like drawing his hair wrapping around his head like this is just I just don't usually. I mean, it's a good exercise. It's a good exercise to try to see if you can figure out what your character looks like from all the different angles. You know, if I had character sheets, model sheets, which I did not make for this cartoon, if I had done that, that would have probably given me some reference to look at. And it would have required that I asked these questions months ago, even years ago. But that's okay. I'm answering the question now. And it's not like it's happening for very long. So it's not a major deal, but it is still something I want to like get right. Because I do think when something doesn't look right, even if we don't know why it doesn't look right, we maybe can't articulate why it doesn't look right. Our brains are like, something doesn't look right about that. And so I do want it to look like it makes sense. That is important to me. So this is one of those things that I don't always dig in and do, but I'm actually really glad I'm doing it because it's going to give this character like an extra layer of believability. But it's a lot of sitting here and figuring it out. Like, yeah, if I turn this shape this way, what would that look like? It's not like I have the shape in front of me that I could even look at it for reference. That's the thing. Yeah, it's doing it. Wow, that's crazy. That worked out way better than I thought it would. Huh. That's cool. All right, just got to draw his hair, and then I'll be good. I love it when a plan comes together. That's exciting. It's exciting for me. I know it's probably not like thrilling for everybody else. It's like watching paint dry, I'm sure. There you go. That works. Of course, these drawings are only on screen for a fraction of a second, so you would think I would be a little bit less careful, but it does actually matter. That's drawing 21 for this scene. So yeah, there we go. So he's turning his head. You can see that, right? And then he turns his head even more that way. Yeah, that worked out really well. All right, so tonight I have hello there to WCUES fan. What am I drawing? I'm drawing these are animation frames for a 7-minute cartoon that I'm making, a short cartoon. called New Ad Day. It's based on my comic strips called Retail Sunshine. If you go to retailsunshine.com, you can learn more about it there. And you can follow me there for free. You can also subscribe here on YouTube. And you can hang out with me every Friday night for an hour as I work on putting progress forward a little bit more. Sam OK says, it's great that it's exciting for you. It is. Thank you. It is exciting. I mean, you know, when I am not used to drawing this character or really many characters from this angle. So when it works out, it's like, oh, cool, that worked out. So, so tonight I made this drawing here, 21, and I've got drawing 19B, which is this one here. Now I could do something kind of neat, and I could put them in order and flip through them and see if that works. It should work. Let's see if I can do that. I don't know if I can do it like. Let's see if I can try to do this. I was drawing 22 behind there, so that way I have to. You can kind of see that happening, right? Yeah. So that is working. Thank you, LE 2016 Ross. This drawing here I did earlier before I came live tonight. Now, if you're wondering if this is the same character, it is not. This is the main character of New Ad Day. He goes by the name of New Guy. It's not really his name, but that's how the cartoon works. So the reason why this is actually from the next scene. This is from scene 57. Now, why did I start scene 57 before finishing scene 56? It's a very good question. The reason is because scene 56, I'm not ending it when the dialogue ends. I'm letting my customer character kind of like ramble to himself as he walks off camera, and I figured it would be a more interesting shot because he's just walking away. He does a few little hand gestures to sort of go along with what he's saying, but we can't see his mouth once he turns all the way around and starts walking. We're just watching him walk away. And so that's not super interesting for me to focus on. It's not like the most, cinematically whatever. So I was thinking, well, it would be kind of nice if as he's finishing his sentence while he's walking away, if we cut back to New Guy and watch him kind of have this like dumbfounded, like not really a smirk, but like a huh sort of a look on his face. That's what this look is. This is huh. Then we get to see his reaction while he's listening to what the customer is saying while he walks away. And then as soon as that's done, he goes into his next line, which is just a sigh. It's just a like that. But we get to see his reaction while the customer is talking and walking away. So it's kind of like a neat like cutaway, almost gives a 2-camera approach. It's an illusion, obviously. There's no cameras at all. It's just drawings. But because of the timing of it, it sort of changes the way our brains think about what we're looking at. That's why I was working on that. So that is what this drawing is all about. So I needed that one drawing just to kind of, when I was setting up my timeline, because that's how I do this. I scan all the drawings in, and then I lay them out on a timeline, and I decide how long each frame is on screen for, which is typically 2 frames, but sometimes it's a little bit longer depending on what my need is. So I didn't have that other drawing I just showed you, and so it just like cut to black. And I kept thinking, gosh, this is annoying. I want to see what it looks like the way I'm imagining it. So I made that drawing from scene 57 and then put that in there. So now when I play the whole thing, like, oh, okay, now I can actually see it, which is pretty cool. So that's how my process works on that. So when I'm done talking with you guys tonight, what I will go do is I will scan drawing number 19B, which is the one I made earlier tonight. And then I will go back and scan drawing 21, which is the one you just saw me finish just a couple minutes ago. And then I'll add those into the timeline, make sure that works. And and then from there decide, okay, well, what drawing do I need next? What in between do I need next to help flesh everything out? I've got like another 40 drawings right here. This is the rest of the scene, okay? And so they're all numbered in the corner up there. They're all numbered, and that way I've got a very like organized way of going through all of this. And so I'll go back and I'll watch what I've got done so far, and I'll say, well, where is it sort of skipping a little bit, or where is it not looking very smooth? And I'll figure out which two drawings that's happening, and I'll grab those two, and then I'll start going in and making more in-betweens. So that's what I'll be doing probably over the weekend, going into next week, as I try to wrap up eventually, hopefully soon, scene 56, which again is the final scene of this character, the customer character. So this is a little bit bittersweet for me because like I really want this last scene to be good for him because it's his big like send off, and it's the last time we see him, and it's also his big like kind of like he's telling off our main character. He's giving him one last verbal dig before he walks out of his life. So I kind of want it to have a little bit of impact, I'm gonna turn my camera around now because actually I just looked at the clock and it's just about to be that time. So thanks guys for hanging out with me tonight. I do appreciate that. So now I've got some drawings ahead of me to scan. I only got 2 drawings done tonight, but I will tell you, I try to do 3 normally, but that's okay. I will tell you that one of the things that happens when the drawings are this big, like when they take up this much of the paper, it does slow me down quite a bit. And I've noticed that it does that because I have to cover more surface area. I have to kind of be able to like back up and go, all right, is this kind of working? Versus when it's a small drawing, I can knock out like 10 of those in the time it would take me to do 3 of the bigger ones. So anyway, that's a lot of the in the weeds sort of discussion of what I do. If you guys are interested in hanging out with me again, I'll be back here next Friday, of course. Hopefully by then I'll have some cool updates for you guys. I'm currently on storyboard page 22, and there's only 2 scenes on storyboard page 22. The one I'm working on right now and scene 57. Eli says it takes time for drawing. You're right, it does take time for drawing. And I should mention to you guys, these are only these are the roughs. The roughs are just like what it sounds like. This is a rough drawing. I didn't clean it up. I didn't ink it in. This is just rough animation to make sure that the timing looks good. And the plan is, again, this is a multi-year long project. I started writing it in like Christmas of 2020. I started animating it in May of 2023. So it's been over 2 years that I've been working on the animation side of it. It does take a long time because after this is done, then there's post-production. I don't really know how long post-production is going to take because, to be honest with you guys, I'm not going to do it the same way that I made the comics. I'm not going to use micron pens and crayon and ink and color every single one of these in. I'm going to be doing it probably digitally to give me it'll give me a chance to sort of play around, make mistakes, not ruin the drawings by making mistakes. And then it'll also give me a chance to develop like a process that I can hopefully repeat rather quickly, because I don't want to spend a million years, in post-production. The majority of the work I was hoping would be doing this, which is the drawing. It's a long time. Hi, Pebble15, how you doing? So it takes a long time, and that's why when someone comes in and says, hey, can you animate me? That's why I have to unfortunately say something like, no. I've already got a giant project that I'm working on, and I don't tend to do commission work. I am doing a commissioned book cover right now, but that's pretty rare for me. I don't take commissions anymore. If I do, I'm like making an exception for someone. Anyway, I got my scanner behind me right here, this big old black machine here. That is where I scan each of my drawings individually. and then the rest I assemble on my computer. Eventually, it'll be a cartoon that you can watch, probably on YouTube at some point. I don't know when, but every time you guys tune in, I will be letting you know how far along I am. And I've got like 5.5 minutes worth of animation already, so it has been a long journey. If you're just joining me, there has been a lot that has happened already. So, but still a lot more work ahead. Don't you worry. Anyway, thanks, guys. I'll see you guys next week. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for being here. Thank you for all your likes and comments and engagement. And if you did subscribe, I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. And again, if you wouldn't mind, feel free to check out retailsunshine.com. And if you like comics, like you like reading stuff, I do have a book available. Just search my name, which is right there in the corner, whatever. But just search my name on bookpeople.com, and you'll find my big book of comics at Bookpeople. Yeah. All right, guys. Have a wonderful night. Thanks so much for being here. Take care.